Hey everybody, welcome to some Tuesday Tarot. Just some brief messages here for you to start your day, and it will ricochet into the rest of your week. So I'm using some Celtic messages, going back to roots, using nature. Remember, there are messages all around you if you spend the time to look. So a courage card, a number 12 card. Number 12 numerologically is a 3. So it's about drawing on your creativity to push yourself forward. Where are you holding yourself back because you're not using your tools, your inner tools? Are you allowing yourself to fully discover everything you're capable of? Because often we're holding ourselves back because we won't try things. We're often our own biggest obstacle because we stop ourselves from doing things that could actually further our lives or get ourselves out of situations. There's something about sacrifice here as well. With this card, sacrifice is really around, are you sacrificing yourself or are you sacrificing others? Is there something you need to sacrifice for the greater good in order to have something better or to do something right that feels like impacts more people than just yourself? So, number 11. Originality. 11 is a master number, very powerful number. A master number does not break down to smaller numbers, but if it did, it would be 2 in duality. So something about, have you looked at your own mastery? We all have things that we're really, really good at, and I think this creativity is coming through in the second card as well. What is it you're not doing that you could be doing? What is it you're not exploring that would enrich your life, would enrich your soul? Duality can mean, are you living a life where you're doing things alone, or is it time to start collaborating with others? There's something about your uniqueness, and how are you preventing yourself from realizing it? Now we do have a number 2, and number 2 duality, and this is the card of protection, and it's on the paternal side, fatherly stuff, male stuff. What is it you're expecting from others? Are you expecting others to protect you where you need to protect yourself? Are you expecting yourself to protect you where it might be others' responsibilities? It's having a review of who's doing what in your life, in your world. Whatever we expect from others, we need to be able to expect from ourselves. So sometimes we might think that we should be being protected by people, and actually we've got to look at, are we doing that for ourselves as well, and why are we expecting others to? And that people's roles in our life over time and age changes. So where we did have expectation, is it fair and right to still expect that of others? There is also something on the flip side of that, because I've just seen a card in my head flip over. The other side is, have you got enough expectation? Have you got enough expectation of others? Are you calling people out when they're maybe not stepping up? And actually in a nice way to support them in seeing their own greatness. Are you able to be self-accountable and call yourself out where maybe you're not stepping up? Are your expectations of yourself enough? Because if they're not, you could be holding yourself back. But the flip side of that is, if you have too great an expectation of yourself, you might fall into people-pleasing or perfectionism. And 2 are very agonizing traits to have. They will never fulfill you, either of those traits. They're an adaptive mechanism we learn through trauma of usually never feeling like you're enough. So the last one to close out on, the dove. How pretty. Doves are all about love. They're also representing duality as well. So it's about calling your tribe, calling your people, make sure you feel you've got the support you need to do your inner work. Love, health and well-being. I mean, what can you say to that? That's when you do all this sort of shadow work. This is where you go, this is where you get to, and this is what you will innately feel, because you would have done the work on yourself, and finding your voice with others will give you this. How awesome is that? Just like that on a Tuesday, okay? Have a lovely week, everybody.